Hi, today we're going to talk about the difference between an appraisal, a home appraisal, and a home inspection. We'll be back in just a minute to explain both. Now we're going to discuss the differences between a home appraisal and a home inspection. A home appraisal is an opinion of value based on viewing of a home. The appraiser will arrive at the home, look at the roof and see if it's in good condition. That's from the ground. Then they'll walk around the house to see if there are any issues that need to be addressed, such as possibly painting or replacing some siding, or if there's some wood areas that have dry rot that need to be replaced. They'll also look at the drainage of the home. You need to have positive drainage. If there isn't positive drainage and you have water running back against the foundation, and especially with block basements, that can cause a real problem. That could cause some damage to the home. Then they'll go into the interior of the home and they'll take a look at the appliances. They'll turn them on just to see that they work. They'll turn the furnace on to make sure that it actually heats and that the air conditioner works as well. And then they'll go into the bedrooms to make sure that the windows can open easily in case there's a fire and someone needs to escape from the home. Make sure there's smoke alarms in the home. They'll check the water pressure. They'll go to a bathroom and turn on the faucet and then flush the toilet, make sure that the pressure is consistent, and if not, then that's an issue that needs to be addressed. They'll also make sure that you have the ground fault outlets in the bathrooms and in the kitchen. And after that, they'll take a look in the attic. They'll just head and shoulders up through the scuttle hole to make sure that there is insulation there, and also that they can't view anything that might show that the roof is leaking. Then they'll go back to the appraisal office and they'll search the MLS for 3 comparable sales that would be similar in style and similar in age and possibly the gross living area. They'll make adjustments, taking the comparables and adjusting them back to the subject to try to equalize them on all 3 of them, and finally come up with adjusted values. And take those 3 adjusted values and make a calculation to come up with a final value for the property that they're appraising, and given a value to the lender that's going to make a loan on the home to you to see if they're willing to make a loan on the property at that price. And that appraisal report, well, the basic appraisal report is just about 4 pages long. And it is not, again, it is not a home inspection. If it's an FHA loan, FHA requires that this sheet be put in that says, for your protection, get a home inspection. So they realize that an appraisal is not a home inspection. Let's talk about what a home inspection really is. Well, it's a limited, non-invasive inspection of the condition of the home. The first thing that the home inspector does when they arrive at the property is get a ladder out and go up on the roof. They want to check to see if there's been any hail damage. They'll also give an opinion of the age of the roof to see how many years might be left on the roof, and their opinion would also be whether it's an insurable roof. They'll do the same walk around that the appraiser does on the outside, but they'll take a little extra time to look at the air conditioner to make sure that it's clean, that the coils are clean. If not, then they'll recommend that the coils be cleaned. They'll go inside, they'll check the electrical panel, they'll take the front panel off, they'll check to see how it's wired. There have been some instances where the wiring has not been up to code and needed to be addressed. They'll take a look at the ground fault installations and make sure that they're operating properly. They'll check to see if your electrical system is grounded. They'll take the furnace, front panel off the furnace. They'll turn the furnace on and make sure that the fire is operating properly. And if they see things that need to be addressed there, maybe some cleaning of the furnace, they'll recommend that that be done. They'll turn the air conditioner on to make sure that it is cooling properly. And they'll also take a look, if you have a fireplace, they'll take a look at the fireplace to see what they can see in their visual inspection of whether it's operating properly. I can tell you that in one instance where a seller had his home inspected by a home inspector, and the inspector said the fireplaces were safe to operate. We hired a certified chimney inspector to take a look at the chimneys, and he brought his equipment in with the camera and ran it up through the chimneys and found out that there were broken, cracked fire brick, that some of the mortar between the brick was coming out, and he concluded that operating those fireplaces would be unsafe and recommended the issues be addressed. And then he'll go up into the attic as well, except that he'll actually crawl up into the attic and take a look at the trusses to make sure that they're all intact and proper, and that there's plenty of insulation around. That's pretty much what the home inspector will do. They'll give you a report of possibly 30+ pages. I've seen them as long as 76 pages long. So that's the difference between a home appraisal and a home inspection. And I hope that this will help you in case you're in the position of being ready to buy a home, or you're getting ready to sell your home. And if you like this information, I hope that you'll join me next Monday when I'll have more real estate information for you. And I would appreciate it if you'd click on the like button below and subscribe before you leave. And we'll see you next Monday with more real estate information.